People are only impressed by your results, not your struggle. So it's very common for people when they achieve some great goal. For example, like ran a marathon, they got a new job, they got a new girlfriend, they bought a house, they got a new car, or they lost weight. It's very common when they people achieve these goals and they tell other people, and all the other people are like cheering for them, like, "Oh, great job! Oh, like I'm so happy for you. You did awesome." Very good, common for people to instead of start talking about the results of what they did, they instead start talking about the journey and the progress. And on just in theory of things, it might sound good that you're trying to be relatable and you're trying to explain things how things were done. But the truth of the matter is, most people really don't care about the struggle of what you went through. That can be hard to hear, but um, a lot of people try to use the struggle or whatever, thinking that it's going to be some
Whoa!
kind of way to get praise. It's something that people are going to be proud of. Like, um, I'll use the example of like when I ran a half a marathon, right? When I told people that, like I did it, like I'm proud of myself, right? But looking back on it, a lot of when I talked about it, was the struggle that I kind of put a damper on things by saying, "Oh, it was really hard. Like I was exhausted. I'm tired. I didn't think I'm going to do a real marathon." And I looking back on it, it's by telling people how hard something was or how much struggle you went through. In your mind, you think it's like impressive. It's like, oh wow, like he did all that. That's crazy. He went through a lot of hardship. He's built different. But the truth is, like, it almost makes you seem weaker. It's because people see that incredible feat you did, like, wow, that's amazing. But then you start hampering it by all the missteps you made or the hardships you went through. Strangely enough, that actually lessens what you achieved. For example, like in a weight loss journey, that I could say, like, wow, like, think about the commercials, for Weight Watchers or something, where, like, I lost 180 pounds, and you just see them, like, with the big jeans. They're holding out, like, this is what I used to wear, now this is what I'm wearing now. And there's talk about the successes. You don't hear them talking about like, oh, I lost 180 pounds, but like, oh, like every other week I like had a cheat day, and like I wasn't eating my carrots as much as I would, and I snuck in some chocolate cake. I like I went through nights of just crying in my bed because I was so hungry, and I was addicted to the food. That
Yahoo!
ruins it. That ruins it. For someone who is going on that journey or wanting to do that, that could be helpful. And not for praise, that will be helpful for them to see that you are human. But to the average Joe, like if you're just trying to show off an accomplishment, it's not a smart idea. Is it just lessens what you did? Like example, my YouTube channel that I've had, well, I have like 12 videos up now, or probably more. The all you care about, and this is not a moralistic judgment at all you care about is the content on my channel. That's it, right? It's just what's there. You don't know anything about me except what's on my channel. So I can go about saying like, oh, how hard and long it is to record these videos, which it really isn't. But like, oh, look how many times I had to re-record, or the edits I made, or the setup, or like taking the time to do this and learning how to talk well on camera. Like, you don't care about that. All you care is about is what's there. How does this benefit me? More so, like, what do I have? The more you talk about the hardships and all this, it just dampers the mood, and really, like, it makes you look weak. That think about all the YouTubers out there that pump out like hundreds of videos a year, and to you, you don't even think about how much struggle they went through, and you don't really, honestly, like most people really don't care. They don't really want to hear that. They just want to hear their videos. That's what they're there for. I want to see. I want to live in a house, not hear about the architect talk about how hard it was to build the house, right? So it might be a little demoralizing that people don't want to hear your struggle, but You know, unless you're in the situation where you want to seem more human and try to motivate someone that's going through the same thing, you know, just stick with what you did and don't put yourself down. Like if you achieve something, don't devalue what you did. Just state what it is. This is what I did. I put out 3 videos this week. That's what I did. And clear. I'm not going to say about my computer crashing or other nonsense that could happen during making a video. This is what I did. That's it. And I'm going to let that stand because I'm proud of what I did. So it's best to just don't complain, even if it's in a positive light. It might seem in a good sense, but to other people, it can just sound like complaining. And you know, you take that to heart. You know, like keep your the achievements that you got. Just keep valuing them, and just state it how it is. And people are going to be much more receptive to that. All right. So thanks for watching.